Hello, everyone. It's me. Welcome to Showing Speak. So, you guys, I am currently on a hiatus. I should be coming back sometime next week because I'm currently working on a video for you guys. Not this video, but a different one. So, anywho, with this video, I keep channeling the number 7. Okay, and there's something with that. Okay, there's a channel message with the number 7. Okay, before I get into the channel message and diving deep into the number 7, this message is going to be for someone who do not know their lineage, their bloodline, their heritage, something about tradition as well. There's some type of tradition that is accustomed to you and your ancestors. Okay, but there's something regarding your bloodline. Okay, you're going to start to notice different signs and synchronicities that connects to your bloodline, to your heritage, some type of tradition that's very custom. Okay, with this channel message, I also was getting there's someone out there that do not know that they are Jewish. Okay, there's something about you are hidden, and you know how that saying is like wolf in sheep clothing, but it's like backwards when it comes to this person. It's like you're cloaked. You don't recognize your holiness or recognize who you are unless you remember who you are. That's what I'm getting, but you don't know that you're Jewish. Okay, it doesn't matter what color you are. It's more about your blood. Okay, you have the blood of your ancestors that comes from the Holy Lands. Okay, that's what I was getting with the number 7. I was also getting something about you may have been fasting for 7 days or being guided to fast for the 7 day for 7 days straight. And I also was getting the I don't know if you guys heard of this. This is like my first time hearing about it because I'm currently reading the Bible. But I was reading Exodus, and they talk about like they kept mentioning the number 7 throughout Exodus, and now I'm currently reading Leviticus or something like that. They kept mentioning the number 7 as well. 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. I keep hearing that. But what I was getting with that is there's this thing that is like a custom, a tradition that pertains to the Jewish people. They call it the Sabbath day, which is the day of rest. So if you have been fasting for 7 days or being guided to or will be guided to, there is a day where you're meant to have a day of rest. But right before that day of rest, you're meant to celebrate or something. Again, this is like some type of tradition, a custom after you fast. It's like on the 6th day you feast, on the 7th day you rest. But I was getting something about people think that the traditional day for God, to worship God and all that stuff is Sunday, but it's actually not Sunday. It's Saturday. That's something that I picked up as well. It's actually Saturday. That's actually when you're supposed to, I guess, that's your rest day, and that's like the day to honor God is on Saturday. So that's very interesting. Okay, now let's dive deep into the number 7. So what does the number 7 pertains to? Well, the number 7 is a very spiritual number. That means that you are very enlightened and you have heightened abilities. Hold on, you guys, there's a car passing by and I'm outside. But anyways, the number 7 talks about spiritual enlightenment. It's those who have a number 7 on their birth chart or their numerology chart. Talks about you have heightened abilities. And I mentioned about those abilities. Remember I told you guys the clairs, the clairvoyance, the claircognitive, the clairsentience, there's a whole bunch of clairs, you guys. Do your own research. But anyways, you have heightened abilities. Like you may have heightened strength, heightened sight. Is there something about that's something that you have? But with number 7, it talks about spiritual enlightenment. You have a sharp eye into details as well. You can see details, and therefore it helps you. The car is passing by again. It helps you to see the bigger picture as well. Like, because of your sharp eye, you can see the reality of things, the truth. Um, like, for instance, let's just say you're trying to, um, you're connecting puzzle pieces together to make the puzzle, right? It's something like that. It's like you can have a piece of something and you can see the other piece and you can connect it together and make it a bigger picture. So that's what I'm saying for those who are connected to number 7. It's something about with your heightened abilities and your heightened senses, particularly your sight. And I also feel like the number 7 is you're spiritually intelligent as well. You may be emotionally intelligent as well, emotionally mature, but I was getting spiritually intelligent. Something about that again. So you may have a clear cognitive ability as well, where you just know things. You have an instant knowing to things when it comes to knowing different subjects and fields and things that didn't require you to go to school. You didn't have to study for it. You just know it. Okay, so I was getting that as well. If you have been seeing the number 7, like the 777 or just 7 everywhere, you are those type of people. Okay, but this message is for someone out there that don't know who they are when it comes to their spiritual abilities, their spiritual gifts, and also their background when it comes to their bloodline, their heritage. Okay, and something about tradition, like I mentioned, a custom. So I feel like you're going to be stepping into your tradition, your traditional self, what you're accustomed to, the way of life of how you used to do things, of that, if that makes sense, of how your ancestor used to do things. Okay, again, you may be called to connect with your ancestors as well. You may notice that you're going to connect more with your ancestors somehow. So yeah, or there's going to be a moment where you're going to sense them. Okay, so you may be clairsentience. And yeah, so you're going to get more information about your past as well, but more so about who you are. You're going to start to get that information. Okay, so let's dive into the message itself. Okay, like I was saying, someone out there do not know who they are. Okay, and that they don't know that they're Jewish. So as we know, Jewish people, the Israelites, is very, I guess holy if you like refer to the Bible. But what I was getting is that the Israelites is not who we think they are or what we think. It's not actually the Jewish people we see today. It's not about race at all. It's about the blood that you carry. Okay, so many of you guys don't even realize that you're Jewish because we've been told and taught that the Jewish people is like a certain culture. They're like, let's just keep it 100. They're like Caucasian, whatever, in some sense. But what I was getting with this channel message and my decoding, is actually not about that. People are going to start to realize who they are, like that they're Jewish based off their intelligence, because it's sort of intelligence as well. And I know this is going to sound a little crazy, but there's something about as you get more, as you dive more into your traditional route, like your customs, your bloodline, as you dive deep into your Jewish roots, you're going to start to change, and you're going to start to behave differently than you once were, because you're activating some type of DNA or something. I don't know how to explain it, you guys, but as you dive deep into your roots, you're going to gain more clarity and understanding of who you are. Okay, so that was the message. I don't want to make this too long, but I kept channeling this like literally for the last few days or so. So I just want to get this message out there because I know it's meant for somebody out there, okay? So I'm going to leave it there.